Okay, owing to the immense popularity of my British Savoury Mince video, I thought I'd do you a nice, easy crock pot version or slow cooker version of it. So I'll weigh these things as we go along. I've got 500 grams of fairly lean, I think this is 10% or 90% lean beef, or 10% fat beef, depending which way you look at it. So that's going to make a nice lean beef mince. Right, let's weigh the other stuff. Okay, onion. There's 267 grams there. Carrot, 125 grams. And one celery stick weighing 61 grams. So nothing is written in stone about mince. You can put in as much or as little as you like, but you will need onions, carrot and celery. If you really don't like celery, you can leave it out and use a bit of leek as well. I'm using some additional vegetables on top of this, and that will be this piece of leek, which weighs 93, and this piece of swede, otherwise known as rutabaga or yellow turnip or neeps in Scotland, is 150 grams. In addition to that, I've got 2 cloves of garlic, I've got 2 beef stock cubes, and I have got some beef dripping here. If you haven't got beef dripping, you can use lard, or you can just use your favourite cooking oil. Now, in addition to that, I've got 2 slices of this delicious dark rye sourdough bread, and I'll show you what we do with that close to the end of this video. Right, I need to now get on and chop all these vegetables up and get them ready for the pot. Okay, there's it all chopped up, apart from the garlic. I'll mash that separately. If you were to ask 1,000 British families, and that includes Scottish and probably Irish as well, how to make mince, you'll probably get 1,000 different answers. Please get in the comments and let me know how you cook it, if you cook this at home. But again, please don't tell me how I should cook it. This is my recipe, this is my one. Okay, right, I've chopped up all the veggies now. I've chopped up the leeks. Leeks are a superb stock vegetable. They just draw out the best of everything that's cooked with them, in my opinion. And they're sweet. They've got a mild oniony sort of flavour that turns super sweet and delicate once cooked into a stew. So and this bit of leek will just disappear into the mince overnight. So right, let's get on to the sourdough. My friend Sue, who is the widow of Roger from Gourmet Grandad channel, which is now Gourmet Grandad and Family channel, showed me this fabulous recipe, this Flemish beef stew recipe. I'll leave a link to that in the description below this video, and also in the cards on YouTube alone, and you can have a look at it yourself. Go over to the channel. It's Gourmet Grandad and Family, and let Sue know that I sent you there, and give her some love. She's recently widowed, so she needs a bit of love, I think, and a bit of encouragement to carry on the legacy of Roger's great cooking. And in my opinion, she's doing a fabulous job so far. So go over there and have a look. And what caught my attention about it was she floated some bread on top of her slow cooker, the contents of a slow cooker, and then used that the next day after it had all cooked in and amalgamated with the contents of the slow cooker. She then used that to thicken the whole dish. And it looked just so fabulous and unctuous that I really got to give it a try myself. So I'm going to do it on this one. So be kind to me. I'm just trying out a new thing here. but I think it's going to be a regular feature. Right, I think we need to get over and start cooking this mince now. First off, I want to brown that mince off, get it properly browned off. Thanks also to Paul Bieber over there in the States. Thanks, my friend, you're helping keep the lights on around here. Okay, as you can see, it's fiercely hot. So I'm going to get in my couple of teaspoons worth of beef dripping. Not a lot, you don't need a lot for this. And go straight in with my meat. And I'm going to start mashing that in already. Handy little tool this, I love it. If you look at my Amazon affiliate links below, in the description below, you'll find this tool. And if you decide to buy it, you pay the same price as everyone else, only I get a little bit of commission. I think that's fair, don't you? Now it does get to a stage where it starts to ship quite a lot of liquid, and you can get around this two ways, and they both do it by the same method, by evaporation. And one is by frying it in very small batches, and the other one is just by persisting. You carry on until all the liquid is boiled off, and then it carries on frying again. That's the method I prefer. The foolish method is to drain it, because when you drain it, you're draining away all the flavour. So just carry on, persist with it, let it cook on, and let that flavour cook back into the mince. I'll bring you back when that's more like browned. So you can see at this point the liquid in the mince is starting to evaporate completely, and then you start to hear that characteristic frying sound. This is good. So we want to fry it for a couple of more minutes until everything gets nice and browned. So here we are. It's totally frying again, and that's the sound we want to hear, because into that now I can throw my onions, carrots and celery. Many thanks to my sponsor Mr. Paul for helping me bring you this video. Thank you very much, my friend. And then I just want to stir and fry that for a while longer until the onions have gone translucent. So what that's going to achieve is to extract some of the delicious flavours out of those vegetables before putting them in the crock pot. What we're trying to do is extract the best we can out of each item we put in there. Just want to add in my leeks now. And the swede. And give all that a stir. And all we'll do now is stir and fry that for a couple of minutes, and then we transfer everything to the crock pot. So off camera there, I stirred in my garlic as well and stir fried it for about a minute. Oops. Transfer that all in. Get it all in. Even it down. And then you can introduce your stock. Now what I've done is I've taken those two beef stock cubes and I've made them up with about 16 ounces of water, which is what in the new money, 400 mils. And then I'll just add that in, and then what I want to do is just top it up with water to the level of the meat. I'm just going to add a little more. Okay, now we've got all that transferred, I'm going to take my 2 slices of bread, and in the style of my friend Sue, I'm going to drop them. What a great shape they are for that as well. I'm just going to drop them on top of my my mince. Don't ask me how, but I know this is going to work. It's just an instinctive thing, I think. So I'm going to now put that on low in my slow cooker overnight, and we'll come back to this tomorrow. Okay guys, if you want to help the channel, you can like, subscribe and share and tell all your friends. If you'd like to help with a donation, there's links below to Subscribestar and to PayPal, and there's also, for YouTube viewers only, there's the super thanks button just below this video. Thank you very much. Thanks in advance. Okay, I just snuck in about that much Newcastle brown ale, but don't tell anyone. So here we are, the morning of the next day, and that's how it looks. So the bread still floats on the top. Now our job here is just to mix that in with the mince. So just stir it all in. There we go. And as you see, it starts to thicken the mince as I stir it in. Now that mince is cooked overnight, so it's super tender, super soft, unctuous and delicious. But at this point I'm going to put in a dash of Worcestershire sauce. So just a dash, about a teaspoon. And I have another secret ingredient, which is this: fish sauce. Now before you say Worcestershire sauce is also made with anchovies, and about the same of that. The only thing is with Worcestershire sauce, it's a little bit more vinegary, and if you don't want that vinegary flavour in your food, then you just can't put Worcestershire sauce into it. But the fish sauce stirs in and it's pure umami flavour. So that's going to carry on cooking now, and I'll bring you back about an hour before I serve that, because we're going to freshen it up a little with some more vegetables, but I don't want them cooking too long. So the lid goes back on and I'll bring you back about an hour before I serve it. Okay, so here we are, about 1 hour before the serving time, and at this stage I like to freshen it up with some fresher vegetables. It's all well and good having the nice stock vegetables in there, but I want to freshen it up a little bit, and I'm just going to use a very simple product. It's frozen mixed vegetables, and you can use whichever mix you like. You can just throw them in, and because I'm a total freak about eating green peas, I'm going to add in some petit pois as well. So that's about the same amount, and all it is just about a cup size. So once they're in, I just give it a quick stir, and then because it's gone in frozen, I'll turn the slow cooker up to high, and we'll just let that cook for the last hour, or until those vegetables are cooked through. Okay, we're at the end of the cooking time. I'll just switch it all off, let the lid drain into the pot as we do, and I'll give it a stir. Now that is a gorgeous mince, and I don't need to thicken it because it's already thickened with that delicious malty sourdough bread, and it's got a nice smell because I snuck a little bit of beer into it, but don't tell. Gorgeous. So I'm going to have a quick taste test, and then I'll serve it up. Okay, let's get in there, get a bit of everything. Oh wow. Oh, that's gorgeous. And yeah, I don't need to add any salt. That's quite good as it is. That's probably just from the 2 stock cubes. But I do like a lot of pepper. As I keep saying, you put in as much as you like. I'm just going to go in with another taste. And then we'll serve it up. Oh wow. That's there. That's right there. That's great. Okay, serving it up. So first into our bowl goes a lovely portion of creamy mash. Beautiful mashed potatoes made with Maris Piper's potatoes, milk and a bit of butter and a little bit of pepper. And then onto that goes a generous dollop of mince. A little bit more, I think, because we can. And so there you are. It's got the meat, the potatoes and the veg already in it. Superb dish. I think I'll just sprinkle a little bit of parsley on that to make it look kind of fancy. So there you are, slow cooker savoury mince. Enjoy. Taste test. The best bit. Get some spuds. Some of the mince together. It's hot. Oh, lovely. Very, very nice. Uber comfort food. Savoury mince with spuds. Forgive me. It's good to add the vegetables in 2 stages. You know, you want your stock vegetables in there, and then you put in some vegetables to freshen it up closer to the time you serve it, and that way you get the nice textures. You get the mixture of textures and flavours. It really pop. It's great. I'm really very pleased with that.